In a dramatic turn of events, Olivia Yacé, who represented Côte d'Ivoire at Miss Universe 2025, has formally resigned from her continental title and severed all ties with the Miss Universe organization, making her the second contestant this year to take such a step. Yacé, who had been crowned Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, announced her decision just days after the pageant's finale, where she placed as the fourth runner-up. Her public statement: values over pageantry. On social media, Yacé issued a heartfelt message explaining why she could no longer continue her role. She said that, through competing, she witnessed firsthand her capacity to achieve great things even in the face of adversity. Despite her accomplishments, she stressed that remaining true to her values, respect, dignity, excellence, and equal opportunity, was more important than holding on to her title. She described her role as Miss Universe Africa and Oceania as diminished, suggesting the title was more symbolic than substantive, and that stepping away would free her to more fully dedicate herself to the principles she cares about. Crucially, Yacé didn't just resign from the title, she also cut all future affiliation with the Miss Universe committee, making clear that this was a clean break. In her message, she called especially to Black, African, Caribbean, American, and Afro-descendant communities, urging them to continue entering spaces where they are underrepresented. Our presence matters, and our voices must be heard, she wrote. She expressed gratitude for her journey, a heart full of gratitude and profound respect, but emphasized that her path forward would be different, not on a pageant stage, but in advocacy aligned with her beliefs. The official response and formalities. Her resignation was formally recognized by the Miss Côte d'Ivoire Committee, which confirmed her withdrawal from all titles and mandates granted by the Miss Universe organization. Yacé returned her Africa and Oceania sash to the organization, ensuring her resignation was officially documented. The committee described her stepping down as a joint decision, suggesting some coordination rather than a purely unilateral action. The broader context: a pageant in crisis. Yacé's resignation did not come in isolation. It follows other notable departures and controversies surrounding Miss Universe 2025. Another resignation. Brigitte Schabak of Estonia also stepped down shortly after the pageant, stating that her values and work ethics did not align with those of her national director. She emphasized that she would continue her work around women's empowerment independently, without further association with the pageant. Pageant challenges. This year's competition faced multiple controversies, including incidents involving injuries to contestants and allegations of mismanagement. Several judges resigned amid concerns over perceived exclusionary behavior within the organization. Reports surfaced of high-level officials publicly criticizing contestants, raising questions about the treatment of participants and the pageant's internal culture. These issues suggest systemic problems within the pageant framework, and Yacé's resignation underscores the growing backlash and calls for accountability. Why this matters: symbolism, representation and integrity. Yacé's decision to step away carries significant symbolic weight. Representation and role modeling. By resigning, Yacé is not retreating, she frames her decision as a move towards something more meaningful, urging younger Black and African women to assert their presence in spaces where they are underrepresented. Integrity over pageantry. Her insistence on aligning her actions with her values signals that she is unwilling to compromise dignity or equal opportunity for the sake of a title. Institutional critique. Severing ties highlights her critique of the Miss Universe Committee, showing a refusal to be part of a system she sees as flawed. Continued advocacy. Yacé's next chapter is focused on uplifting and inspiring others, but on her own terms, outside the confines of pageantry. Reactions and implications. Community support. Many have praised her courage, not just for resigning, but for openly prioritizing values over prestige. Pressure on the organization. Two high-profile resignations this year place pressure on Miss Universe to reflect on its practices and consider reforms. Redefining pageant roles. Yacé's comments about her diminished role highlight the disconnect between symbolic titles and meaningful platforms for contestants. Inspiration beyond the crown. Her story serves as a model for young activists and advocates, showing that influence does not have to come from traditional or glamorous spaces. Final thought. A defining moment. Olivia Yacé's resignation is more than a footnote in Miss Universe 2025, it is a defining moment. By giving up her title, she is making a bold statement that character, values, and purpose matter more than prestige. In an industry often criticized for superficiality, her stand offers a new model for what a beauty queen can be, not just a symbol but an agent of change.